In today's video, we're taking a look at the Cuisinart Stand Mixer. And we're going to take an in-depth look at it and we're going to put it to the test. If you're interested in this stand mixer, we're going to leave a link in the description. And also, we're going to leave links for the full recipes videos as well. And this particular model is the SM-50 5.5 quart. And it comes in different colors: black, blue, brushed chrome, red, turquoise, and the one we got, the white one. And this is what we get in the box. We get the owner's manual and registration guide. We got the chef whisk for whipping, the flat paddle for mixing, and the dough hook for kneading. We get the splash guard with pour spout. We get the 5.5 quart mixing bowl with handle. As you can see in the left, we have a 3.5 quart mixing bowl from the Hamilton Beach stand mixer. And as you can tell, the Cuisinart one could eat it up whole. So now that we got that one out the way without any evidence, now we could finally upgrade to the Cuisinart. Unless Watson and Sherlock Holmes come snooping around the kitchen, we should be good with upgrading. Let's go ahead and test the splash guard. So it comes in two pieces. We get the actual splash guard and the pour spout, and you can only install it one way. You want to place the U-shaped hole in the middle towards the machine, and then you want to twist it so you could place the pour spout. The plastic itself doesn't feel that strong, but for the use is meant for, it should do fine. You just want to avoid dropping it in any ceramic or hardwood floor. The only downside we found with the sprout is that maybe the hole is a little bit small when using regular cup size measuring cups. In our testing, even going slow, we still got flour all around. But we can say it works perfect for liquids, tablespoons, or teaspoons measurements. But for the splash guard feature, it works great, even though the machine itself has a slow start at the beginning. And that's great because it prevents big splashes. We got our 3-prong cord, which has a good size to it. We have our twist locking mechanism for the bowl, which is great to prevent the bowl from moving around. So once you twist it in place, it locks in place. If you want to remove it, then you twist it to the other side. And in the front, we have the Cuisinart label in a chrome finish, which also doubles up as the cap that covers the attachment hole. Once you remove the cap, we have a lever that you twist to tighten the attachment or to release it. And the attachments that are sold for this machine are the pasta roller, the meat grinder, and the pasta extruder. But they also sell an ice cream maker. But for that, you don't need the attachment hole. Another great feature is that the cap works with a magnet. In back of the machine, we have the tilt back lever, and this is the lever that's going to make your machine tilt back the head. The head itself has a little wiggle room for movement, and I think this is great in the sense if you're kneading a hard dough, the movement could prevent from the head from breaking. And the last thing you want is a headless horse stand mixer, especially if it's not Halloween. Now looking at the machine in the side, we got the 12-speed dial, and it gives you information for better use of the machine. It says the dough hook should be used from 3 to 5, the all-purpose mixing paddle, which is the flat paddle, from 1 to 8, and the whipping whisk could be used at any speed from 1 to 12. Once you turn it on, the light turns blue. So now you know, every time you turn it on, you have a transformer. This bad boy or bad girl or both or none has a 500 watt motor. As you can tell, it starts slow before it goes to the desired speed. And it does that to prevent any splashing around. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the accessories. And to insert the accessories, you want to match the hole on either the dough hook, the flat paddle, or the whisk to the accessory connector pin. Well, you just know that I made that name up right now, but you get what I mean. Or I mean, you get what I say. Well, enough about riddles and let's get back to it. And then once you have it in, then you twist to lock it in place. And if you notice, it also has a spring. In our testing, all the accessories worked well. We did not have to use a scraper or spatula to remove any ingredients from the bowl. Let's go ahead and test it out with this dry, tough whole wheat bread recipe. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna double the amount from a whole wheat video recipe. Remember, all links for the video in the description. Once we have all the ingredients mixed, then we're gonna move to the dough hook. As you can tell, it does a great job for pouring liquids. And we're gonna mix together with the flat paddle and speed 6. There's the head movement. Maybe it's just listening to some MC Hammer. Now that we mixed it in, let's go ahead and place the dough hook and knead this dough. And we're gonna go from speed 3 all the way to 5. And we're gonna do this until we get a nice dough. And for 7 cups of flour, and mostly whole wheat flour, this machine powered through like a boss. And the results are there in the dough. Now, let's go ahead and make something easier and softer, like some butter, sugar, eggs, and make some cupcakes. Also in this batter, we did not have to use a scraper or a spatula. Neither in the bread dough or this batter, we did not have any ingredients left at the bottom without mixing. And here we used about 2 cups of flour. Now let's go ahead and place our whipping attachment, and we're gonna whip some egg whites to make meringue frosting. And remember, our recipe video for that, it's gonna be on the description. And we're gonna take this bad boy or bad girl, or just let's call it Batman, all the way to the speed of 12. And here is where we notice a big difference. What would take 10 minutes in the Hamilton Beach stand mixer, we got it done here in less than 2 minutes. And that also goes for the bread dough. The kneading time was half of our old mixer. You can really tell the difference of a 500 watt motor. We really liked how the bowl was big enough to store all 3 accessories, and using the splash guard, you can actually keep everything in one place. So it makes it very easy and comfortable to store, because the last thing you want is moving a 27-pound newborn baby around. Overall, this is a great machine, especially for the price. Compared to other machines, you get a bigger bowl, you get the splash guard with pour spout, you get a 500 watt motor, 12 speeds, stand mixer for the price of entry level ones in other brands. Overall, we think this is a great buy. Don't forget, if you like the video, please give us a thumbs up. That really helps. If you have any questions, place them in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe. Follow us on social media. Thank you for watching, and here's a link to our latest video.